have that kind of leverage financially. So very excited about it.
Yes, and the other thing is, like, what I've experienced in my own life that we talk about in this course is sometimes, like, money isn't really that enjoyable. And how do you enjoy the journey? How do you enjoy the journey of saving, budgeting, making the money, multiplying the money? What are the actions that you can take where you stop just focusing on making it all the time, but truly enjoying the journey of money? And
Yes.
I think that's one thing that we talk about. I'm looking at some of the modules here. We have the first module is money is a tool. Money is abundant. Tracking your money. Money and savings. We talk about this in Sit and Learn because we want you to sit and learn about what we're going to talk with you about, what we're going to teach you, educate you on, and then we give you the steps to start executing this.
Yes. And so, you know, as a person that has been life coaching people for over 30 years, what I find, JD, is that a lot of people, they start on the right road, and through distractions, they get off the yellow brick road.
Yep.
And I feel like this course that we are keeping people on the yellow brick road. And in order to do that, you know, it's one thing to have the promise of great things, but I feel like in this course, you really teach us the principles on how to stick with it. Not just be a great starter, be a great finisher.
Yes, right. And speaking of finishing, when we're talking about soaring, we talk about stewardship of money, you know, being a good steward of your finances. Once you have, you know, whether you think you've made it or not, where you might be getting more comfortable, how good of a steward are you with your money, and what are you using it for? Are you giving back? Are you committing to somebody else's success?
Yes.
So I you know, reminded myself looking back through some of these modules of even that part of it, and that's part of soaring.
Yeah. So I have two questions for you that when people saw what we did last time, they're very interested, and they were dialoguing with me about some financial questions. So one of the questions that one of my friends asked is that how important is it to save for a rainy day? You know, this whole idea of saving money for a rainy day, for the challenging times. Why don't you tell us how important it is to be a saver?
Well, I mean, I think that all of us know how important that is right now, because it's important just to make it a part of your regular routine. And what I mean by that is not, and you know, I understand the whole notion of saving for a rainy day, but what we talk about in this course is saving for your investment. Saving for investment. It's your investment account. I want you to have the thought process. What we talk about is the 15% rule. It is the thought process that is in module 2, where we're saying that 15% of what you bring into your income, into your operating account, that needs to go to your investment account so that you can invest later. You're saving to invest. You're not saving necessarily for that rainy day. It's saving to invest in yourself in another business later on. And what we talk about in that module is not investing in anything else until at least you have $25,000. So if you use that 15% rule, what we show you in the course is how long it will take you to get to that 25,000. So then you make the decision to invest then, rather than what I see so many people doing. They go, oh, I need to invest. I need to invest in real estate. I need to invest in this. I need to go into this business. No, you need to stay focused on what makes you money right now.
Yes.
And then save to invest later.
I like that a lot. JD Frost, to the people that are followers of mine, most of you know him already, but you also have a conference that is fantastic. In the past, we've called it NugaCon. And tell me the main reason you do that conference and what is discussed at that conference.
I mean, the main reason I started that was because I was inspired by all the other entrepreneurs putting on conferences, and I wanted to bring people to Chattanooga. For one, is I'm very proud of my city. I'm very proud of where I'm from. And Chattanooga is a very entrepreneurial City. Lots of brand new businesses. Coca-Cola bottling started here
Yeah.
way back when. And so there's a lot of history of entrepreneurship. So I wanted to bring new entrepreneurs to Chattanooga to actually see the city. But at the conference, I wanted this to be a conference where some new arriving stars, in my opinion, new arriving stars and entrepreneurs are able to have a platform to, speak, to discuss their new ideas, to discuss their new businesses, to network together, to create connections that really you walk away with a practical connection that you can use for your business. So it's not a large conference. It's meant to be more 150, 200 people to where you can walk away with some meaningful connections that is going to help you grow your network, grow your Rolodex, as I was talking about on another webinar, and walk away with a new thought process.
Yeah, I love that. Can we talk about money and leverage just for a second? I remember one time, this is many years ago, it's probably 20 years ago. I was traveling through Chicago, and they canceled a flight because of problems with the weather. The lady at the airlines was not in a good mood because she had been dealing with some passengers that were not too kind to her. So I came up acting very nice. And she says, the flight is completely filled, the one you're trying to get on. And I said, do you have anything in first class? And she rolled her eyes and looked and looked. And she says, yes, but it's going to cost $630. And I'll never forget, it was a very short flight. It was like Chicago to like 2 states over.
Right.
I thought, it's a lot of money one way. And so I said, so that's all you have on the plane? That's all I have. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And so I put my car down, and she stopped and she said, I want to apologize for having such a bad attitude. She says, the other customers were giving me a hard time. She goes, I'm going to bring that price down. But JD, one of the things it did for me is I had to get to the next location because I needed to speak that night. But I'm glad that I had financial leverage, that I had to pay that enormous cost.
Right. Right. Exactly. And
It gave me leverage.
You probably paid the price before in order to be able to pay for that ticket at that time. You sacrificed before in order to be able to have that. And I think that's what we're talking about with what we all know the rainy day fund is. But this leverage that you're able to you create by having the money. I mean, the people right now, the wealth that's being created right now in the midst of a crisis, in the midst of a pandemic, is only because those people were accountable to themselves with their money in the past.
Yeah,
and
so I like what you're saying with that, because you're saying, once again, pay the price now and learn how to be a good steward with your money, because there's going to be times in your life where then you can then go and get a return on your deposit.
Right, exactly. I mean, you can get a return on that sacrifice. I mean, that's the thing, the sacrifices that you're making right now. And I heard from Kevin Hart's book this morning, our team was listening to it. He said, you know, the problems that I'm going through right now, and I'm paraphrasing it, but the problems, that what I feel like is a challenge right now really is helping me for the future. So this sacrifice that we have right now today, if we apply that to our finances, the things we say no to that allow us to apply the 15% rule, that's going to give us leverage in the future. And it's difficult for us to do that. And that's what I love about this course is the fact that we're talking about staying accountable. So there's different sacrifices that we make in all aspects of our life, which is why you're a part of this with being a life coach and everything. There's sacrifices we make today that are going to pay huge dividends in the future when we change our attitude, change our behavior, change our action. That's what we're talking about in this course. And this will allow you to survive in times like these that we're having right now. Those that are surviving right now are accountable to themselves.
Yes, so true. All right, so JD Frost, Tim Storey, we did a program together that they can purchase right now. So tell us how they can purchase this amazing program.
Yes, so the way you purchase the program is, I've got it pinned down there on the bottom, www.stayaccountablecourse.com. And right now, we've got it at $10, $10.
You did say that. You did say $10. Is that correct?
$10, yes, while we're on this live. So I want you to go to that website right now, go do it, and get this course right now, because are we gonna keep it at $10?
I say we keep it at $10 today, and then we go from there, because we're going to keep dialoguing.
Yeah.
I see some of my friends on there. I see Brett Hayworth. He's a very smart man, producer. Sally Cologne, the Sally Cologne, who did that great documentary called Women Like Us. Also, she's an actress, director, producer. Sally, you better buy this. It's $10. BB Winans was on the other day. BB, with all of that money you got, if you can't afford $10, you're going to make me mad.
And another thing of this course too, if I can talk about it for just a second, is this helps you come back from maybe negatives that you've had in your financial background. You know, this is going to give you a path when you feel like, you know, from a debt perspective, when you feel like that you are not able to get out of it, when you feel like that all the walls are closing in on you, I mean, the ceiling's coming down, this course is going to help you create ways to get out of that, practical ways.
And one of the best minds in finances right now is on, Albert Preciado. Albert, we're proud of you, man. You're making things happen. So Albert is from LA, and I met him through the 10X movement, and he's just doing phenomenal stuff. But Albert, look at this program that we're doing. It's only $10. And JD Frost, tell him one more time, and tell everybody one more time, what is included on this program that we're doing together.
Yes, so what's included is you get this course. It's on Kajabi, so it's on demand. You'll get access to it immediately once you purchase it. And you are going to have access to all 5 modules. It's going to give you a way to sit and learn, and then we're going to educate you. We're going to show you the actionable steps after that. And then we're going to put together, we're putting together a private Facebook group where we're going to be interacting, going through the modules with you together on a regular basis in order to make sure that you know how to apply it, to where you can ask questions. We're going to be able to respond. I'll be interacting with you on a 24/7 basis, really, in order for you to be able to ask any questions that you might have relative to the material.
Yeah, so it's for us to prosper financially, but also know how to handle your money. And so money becomes a nice, happy thing. I don't think money has to be negative, does it?
Right. And that's what I was saying to begin with. It teaches you how to enjoy money. We want to be enjoying money and not completely focused on it or idolizing it. But what we talk about in the course is paying attention to it, because a lot of us are dissatisfied with where we are financially. We are very dissatisfied where we are financially. And I see that with a lot of entrepreneurs. And a way to relieve that dissatisfied feeling is to start to pay attention to it and to start have a plan for it. And when you start getting these quick wins with your money, it starts to build confidence. And then you're able to start to soar with that confidence because you know what works. And I think you even mentioned it, Tim, earlier when we were talking, is that we know what to do. We're on the road. We're on the right road, and we get distracted. We get distracted by this shiny thing over here, and then we start to spend money on it, and that didn't work. This course is going to keep you accountable. That's why we call it staying accountable, staying in the present all the time, accountable with ourselves, with our money. Because when we're staying accountable with it, and I'm applying this, I applied this week, Tim. I applied some of this course this week and it worked. I had one of the best weeks I've ever had of collections.
Yes.
And it was because I started paying attention to it.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know?
just for fun, tell them how many employees you have.
105.
That's a lot of employees, people.
Yes.
So this is a man that knows what he's talking about. People tell me I'm pretty good at knowing what I'm talking about. And we're going to help you in this area of finances. So finances are not a scary thing. And when you start making a lot of money, it's not going to be hot potato. What do I do with it? I remember one time we had so much money coming in that my accountant said, "Oh my God, what are we going to do? Tim, this is too much money." This is a true story.
You got to love it when your accountant says that.
That's
hey,
fun.
Tim, I can show you what to do with that money, okay?
Oh, man. So life is good, JD Frost. I'm so proud of you, what you guys are doing, your team, all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yes.
And here I am coming from Southern California. But we're going to help the world. This is not just an American-based idea. We're going to help people in their finances and with their finances, literally from all over the world. One more time, JD Frost is going to tell you how to get this course today for a limited time for only $10.
$10.
No, 5 and 5. $10.
$10.
Please.
Yes, you go to the website, stayaccountablecourse.com. This is going to teach you how to bring yourself out of the negative, bring yourself out of debt. It's going to teach you how to survive in times like these. It's going to teach you how to prepare for the future with your finances and teach you how to enjoy money. We want you to have fun with it. Like, it's a great thing, like you were just saying, Tim, to say, man, I don't even know what to do with all this. Like, we got a problem here, right? Like, let's enjoy that.
Yes.
But the enjoyment comes from the plan that you have. And this teaches you how to make that plan.
Man, I like this. All right.
I mean, I love it.
Happy
I love
Friday.
talking about this kind of stuff. That's why I'm looking
Go ahead.
forward to the private Facebook group where we're going to be interacting together too. And what I've been doing is giving access to JD Frost University as well to those people that are signed up on this $10 program.
Yes.
I've got over 100 videos in there that is giving you access to world-class CPA advice, world-class tax advice, free access to it when you're buying this course right now.
Okay, all these people are saying they're going to get it. So you're going to keep this on your Instagram?
Yes, yeah, this will be on my Instagram. We want you to sign up. We want you to be a part of this. And I feel like, Tim, with you being a part of this as well, stay accountable. Accountability can make some significant change in your life. It can completely change your life, not only from finances, but when you start to get you right, your money gets right. It happens.
No doubt about it. And
happens.
That's why I love the team aspect with your background and my background and what we both do, bringing it together. I think it's going to be a beautiful course that's going to lead into many, many other things of us helping people to take their finances to a crazy place. I'm telling you right now, some of you that own one house, in 4 years, you're going to own 2 houses, 3 houses. Boom, 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 boom. You're going to blow yourself away. You're going to blow yourself away.
And that makes me think, Tim, one thing I want to make sure that you understand too is this course is applicable to somebody who's making $30,000 a year, $100,000 a year, $1 million a year. I don't care how much money you're making. These are the practical steps that you need to be taking one way or the other. Because just because you're making a lot of money doesn't mean you know how to manage your money, right?
Yeah. If you are liking what we are talking about today, before we get off, send us some emojis.
Let's go.
I love emojis. Send
emojis?
Send emojis. Because, I love applause. Because you see me speak. When I speak,
oh, yeah.
I'm always saying, come on and clap.
Clap your hands.
but they can't clap right now. I need emojis. Look at all
Give
those
us some
emojis.
clapping emojis.
There
we
are
go.
emojis coming like I have not seen emojis in a long time. Look at this. People are excited. We're gonna help. We're gonna help you guys.
There you go.
We're gonna do this thing. You guys, the world is great, and the world is in trouble. So I want you guys to pray for this world. Pray for what's going on in Minnesota. Let's stick together with COVID-19. Let's really pull together and dot your I's, cross your T's. In the area of finances, please pay attention to what's going on right now. Let us help get your finances together. We're living in critical times, but we have a God that's bigger than these critical times. But use wisdom, and we can help you. So sign up today.
Thank you, man. Amen.
You felt that, right?
I felt. I feel it every single time I get to talk with you.
See, but I just want to say
magical.
Thanks for pushing back this live for a minute. And I just want to say this will take me 60 seconds. The reason I had to push it back, I was talking to one of the big leaders in Nigeria. I mean, this guy has gigantic crowds in Nigeria. He's a secular guy who teaches on mindset. And we're dialoguing and we're doing some projects together. But the world is coming together because we realize we have challenges. And so I love it, the way we are coming together. You coming from Chattanooga, but you travel the world as well. And me coming here from LA. Let's heal the world and make it a better place.
Yes. Yeah. And together we can.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you next week. Let's do this again.
All right. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Go to the website, get the course. Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.